True crime or terrible sight. World of YouTube out your head. Dipshit. Dong ding wing ding hing. Sling jing wing. Flong bong here. If I got that correct. Oh boy. You want to talk about some strange shit. First off, I took an amend to myself to start taking a moment of silence every missing person death case I will ever investigate or put myself into as an investigation or whatnot. So for the murder of Kurt Sova, if I'm saying that right, I'm going to take a moment of silence. So getting back into this story, I had mentioned in my last video of this that I'm about to wonder that Kurt Sova, if I'm saying his name right, god damn it, maybe he had ingested something undetectable to be put to his death. And I punched that in this last night and came up with a very interesting finding. And out in California, they literally did have three reported deaths. And one of them is the article right now that I'm going to be going over. And as you can read clearly as day, is autopsy limits fail to detect rare poisons. How's that verifying? An autopsy done could not detect poisoning. Now, I'm not saying that this was the poison that killed Kurt out there in Ohio. Kurt Sova. God damn it, why does it not sound right? What I am implying, though, that if someone of the person that said that night or the day that he went into a store told a girl to take a damn picture down because that kid right there is going to be dead in 2 days. The same thing happened to this man. And it was a reason to believe that Kurt was sick. And obviously the house party that he was at, being sick and probably stumbling around, had led people not to let him leave because of something he was given. Now that maybe will never be found. But for the man that sat in that interview on Unsolved Mysteries and said, we did everything we could to test or do an autopsy on this boy, everything, and everything came out negative. Okay, if that's the case, and mind you, and I'm for damn sure that this could have been around in 1981. Because this guy that got killed by plant poisoning, mind you. And if you want to read this, I may not. And there are 8 million chemicals found on Earth, yet even most sophisticated coroners lab tests for no more than a few hundred of them. So perhaps it should come to no surprise that when 300-pound Burbank Morton Timothy, Mortrin. Timothy Waters died 3 years ago. Medical examiners missed the real cause of death. Poison. Now this man died in 1985. And Waters was told to have died from a heart attack. New test discovers Oleander, a potent poison taken from the brightly flowered plant common in California, in his tissue. So that's right, folks. There's stuff out there that could be slightly passed on, slipped into, and I believe they also claim that this could have been slipped into a drink. Now, I looked up any cases or any cases or any of these flowers related in the Orlando, Ohio area. And someone did come up with a plant that was growing, and it was the, what is it? It was the oleander plant. People are commenting on it because the person didn't know what the hell it was, and they were telling them, hey, be careful of that plant. Some people were even saying, oh, enjoy your plant. Have fun with it. Making a big friggin' like it was something great. Now, in my lifetime, I've never heard of I probably have, but I probably, never cared to look into it because there's not a day or even a friggin' chance in hell you're going to see me playing around with a friggin' poison plant. Or let alone have one hanging around in my yard. They're tropical, they need heat. But if you burn these things, they set off chemicals too. Now, like I say, I'm not stating that this is what killed Kurt that day. But wouldn't it be ironic that the police that did let the mental case get away, could have been tampering with something else? And the person that knew Kurt died in the same manner and missing a shoe later on, 6 months, I believe it was. It's like, what was he killed for? Wait a minute. Though the modern forensics laboratory has at its disposal, a barrage of testing devices, from gas chromatographs to mass spectrum of, sorry, I'm screwing up these words, science didn't focus. Suspicion on Scones, whatever the hell that is, who has not been charged in the crime he's bragging about his alleged crime did. And I believe, he's the one who put this shit in this person. Raising question of how a man could be poisoned, vomit for 2 days before dying, and be buried without anyone suspecting foul play. Because of the simple fact, that's right. When they did an autopsy, this shit did not come up in the man's body. So that... What the hell was that? Weird noise just happened. Trying to see if there's something over there, but don't see nothing. Strange things been going on, people. Also, wife the other night woke up to rustling in the room, and there was nothing there. Something happened to me too. Strange. Heard some noises in the room. But like I said, I'm about to wonder if that Kurt, anyways, got put something in his body. Could have been an allergic reaction. Felt sick and drowsy or whatever it took. Walked away and right. And for the people not to help him or get him help, just like the other case I freaking mentioned when that kid, in the Oregon case, when that kid didn't even freaking, he got shot and they didn't even help him. Just bring him up to a cabin. Here's the thing with people but still these days, back in the day, dark hidden secrets. And even then, back in 1981, one can just imagine what people were experimenting with drugs, all kinds of different things, cooking it. Medical autopsy in about a third of the death. Oh, and you're not gonna believe this. And I believe it was Washington State. No, Seattle, which is in Washington State. I actually, and this is gonna really, really blow your mind. It blew my mind today. And due to me being out and doing missing person cases out west, especially the case with the kid in Oregon. But Seattle seemed to have a problem. And this came up just today, or maybe even yesterday, in the Seattle news that I get. I signed up to some newspapers so I can get articles in case, something happens out there. I want to get something, right? Ghost, paranormal, missing person. And wouldn't you know, Seattle has I don't know why they got a friggin' so-called DNA I want to say a friggin' trailer. Come on. And the thing, it's got all DNA. It could be the hardest, coldest criminals out there. It could be murderers, so forth. And this, I want to say they said it was a trailer. Hopefully I can remember to put it up in the description. Put the article. But everything that they have, if you want to continue reading this, everything they're having with DNA, the storage. Don't ask me why they would store it in a friggin' either a storage shed or a fucking storage trailer. Don't ask me why people are dumb like this. And why they wouldn't build another place to put all this stuff. But they're running out of storage, and wouldn't you know? And this blows my mind coming from out that way. Because DNA could have been something, maybe to one of these murders I'm looking into. They threw away 107 DNA tubes filled with DNA. Threw them away because the storage is getting full. Not real, not giving a goddamn if that DNA could be something to a murder or from a murder. And I'm telling you, I'm very disgusted of that. To even think that they would run out of storage and not build another storage facility or a building for this kind of stuff. You people out of your friggin' mind, right? No, they're gonna start throwing stuff away. Probably cases that are from the friggin', 50s, 60s. They're probably just going, this person's probably dead, who cares? And man, that disgusts me. Not only do some some law enforcement screw up investigations anyway. Now they're gonna start throwing away friggin' DNA. I don't know, man. I don't know what this world's coming to. You would think they'd build more storage or get more storage with the thought that the damn DNA is in a very, just a storage shed where someone could just, oops, easily break in and steal stuff. Frame somebody. Blows your mind right to the roof. But I thought this was very interesting for, and who knows if they could dig that kid's body back up. But, of course, I don't know, man, it was just no question if the damn DNA that they have of his or whatever the case may be, if there's something left that they could test with, is even, have anything left over. But just to find out that I think this guy drugged this other guy because this person was probably killing people with the poison plant because he was selling body organs and, he was doing illegal stuff, and I think he was a morgue guy or the funeral director type thing. So yeah, that being said, and thinking on this case, and it led me right to Kurt, because that's the first thing, I thought of when you have a kid that just, everything under the sun has supposedly been looked at, searched, DNA testing, all this crap that they say happened. And they did it the way Sherlock Holmes would have done it. But yet, nothing. Nothing on this kid's death. And I believe, right, to this day, that Kurt Sova, hope I'm saying that right, was due to accidental. And man, I tell you, man, that's just sick. And for law enforcement to start throwing away DNA. Oh, and another thing that was said, if you read it, the reason why they don't do this, and this really is the ending of this, and will really make your mind just say, what the is it cost, at the time, $1,800 to do additional DNA testing. And they claim that they're not going to do this because of the taxpayers. You know what? If we got a bloody murder here and you need to find something else, you know what? You need to not worry about taxpayers, because I'm fucking for damn sure that they're going to not care about what you do to get a killer caught. You know what? People want to feel safe in the world. They don't want to feel scared. Back in the days, people could leave their damn doors unlocked without worrying about a goddamn thing. Back in the day. These days, that's right. Everybody gotta have surveillance. Everybody gotta put up something. Everybody's gonna get that third, fourth, fifth bolt deadlock and be in fear of living of their lives, and I think that's sick, man. And for people like this, or investigators like this, to not search further and missed a poison or some sort that could have killed that person just because they're worried about $1,800, that one life saved and that person to be caught is what matters. That's what I say. And this kid deserves justice. So, with that being said, and now hearing that, oh my God, storage is getting full with DNA, we need to start throwing this stuff out. And if they throw out a case that could have been solved through DNA, oh my God, man, what is this world coming to? What is it all coming to? For the family of Kurt, oh, there it is, right there, analyst for Olinder in Waters' case cost $1,800 and ultimately involved 2 outside labs on timely. Ultimately, yeah. The best evidence may lie in symptoms before death and the condition of the body after death. And some poisons have an odor that is detectable when the body is open. Waters was ill for 2 days before he died, which might have raised question about what the dead man had consumed in his final hours. And the testimony in the court was hearing that the poison had been dumped into his drink at a restaurant. So what do you think was dumped into Kurt's drink at the party? Something to think about, folks. Something to think about. And I'm just still baffled of what I've just heard and what I've just went over. And this really is a head shaker. There could have been something in that boy's bloodstream or skin samples and been detected if they literally did a full DNA or any autopsy testing. That's it. Bottom line, they did not do all what they were supposed to do. That's it. And I'll rest my case. Till that next video, be safe, take care. The proof is right there. Right in this article, folks. What was really done to Kurt Sova. Out.